Top 10 Facts about Qatar. One. Qatar's history. Before the 18th century, when the region's population consisted mainly of Bedouin nomads and only a few small fishing villages. Qatar's modern history begins conventionally in 1766 with the migration to the peninsula of families from Kuwait, notably the Khalifa family. Their settlement at the new town of Al Zubra grew into a small pearl diving and trade center. In 1783 the Khalifa family led the conquest of nearby Bahrain, where they remained the ruling family throughout the 20th century. In the 21st century, Qatar emerged as a middle power in the Arab world through its resource wealth, as well as its globally expanding media group, Al Jazeera Media Network, and reportedly supporting several rebel groups financially during the Arab Spring. Academics and non-governmental organizations have regarded Qatar's human rights record as being generally poor, with restrictions on civil liberties such as the freedoms of association, expression, and the press, as well as its treatment of thousands of migrant workers amounting to forced labor for projects in the country. The 2022 FIFA World Cup was awarded to Qatar under controversial circumstances, making it the first Muslim country in the Arab world to host the event. Qatar hosted the 2006 Asian Games and will also host the 2030 Asian Games. Two. Hamad International Airport is the best airport in the world. Here in Qatar, we're a pretty competitive bunch, and we love being a winner. This is why we're happy to be home to the best airport in the world, according to the Skytrax World Airport Awards 2021. If you've traveled through Haya, you'll know why it's so highly rated, from the fantastic public car to the smooth journeys. It's also home to the longest runway in Western Asia, at 15,912 feet, and the 6th longest in the world. Formerly known as New Doha International Airport, NDIA, Hamad International Airport was initially scheduled to open in 2008. Still, after a series of costly delays, the airport finally opened on April 30, 2014 with a ceremonial Qatar Airways flight landing from nearby Doha International. 3. The inhabitants of Al Khor Island were the first to produce purple shellfish dye. Al Khor Island is one of the most stunning spots to visit in Qatar, thanks to its vast mangrove forest that you can kayak around. Archaeologists have uncovered items dating back to the 2nd millennium BC. The area was the first in the world to produce purple shellfish dye, which is why it's also known as Purple Island. The sand dunes of the desert are always breathtaking, but Khor al-Adad, or the inland sea, is extra special. The area, which was declared a nature reserve in 2007, is one of the few places in the world where the sea meets the desert. In fact, Qatar is attempting to get the area named a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Four. Qatar Airways is the best airline in the world. We did tell you that Qatar is pretty competitive, and national carrier Qatar Airways was named the Airline of the Year at the 2021 Skytrax Awards, becoming the first airline ever to take home the prestigious gong 6 times. Qatar Airways is also one of a select few airlines that flies to all 7 continents, and at one point, it had the longest regularly scheduled flight in the world between Doha and Auckland, at 16 hours and 30 minutes. Five. Doha has the longest continuous cycle path in the world. The Olympic cycling track in Doha holds the Guinness World Record for being the longest straight cycle path in the world, which is 33 kilometers long. Created by Ashghal, the Public Works Authority in Qatar, the track was completed in 2020. It runs through 18 underpasses to ensure uninterrupted movement. The way also holds the record for the most extended piece of asphalt concrete laid continuously, with a length of 25.3 kilometers. Six. Qatar is the second safest country in the world. There are dozens of reasons to love Qatar, from the unique museums and art galleries to the fantastic beaches and parks. But a primary reason people move to this glorious country is the fact that it's among the safest in the world. According to the latest NUMA crime index, Qatar has the second lowest crime rate, at 14.03 points out of 100, just behind Abu Dhabi at 11.72. And this isn't the only time Qatar has been named among the safest destinations in the world. It was also named the safest city in the world in 2017 and 2019, too. That's pretty safe, any way you look at it. Seven. Just 15% of the country is Qatari. Qatar is undoubtedly an attractive country to expats, who come here for the great weather, the laid-back lifestyle, and, of course, the tax-free salaries. The pull of Qatar is so great that there are now more than 2 million expats living in the country, which means that Qataris are in the minority, at around 15% of the population, according to Visit Qatar. Eight. The Arabian Oryx is Qatar's national animal. This majestic animal, saved from extinction in the 1970s by zoos and reserves, is the national animal of Qatar. You might have spotted the Oryx on the Qatar Airways logo, or, if you're a sports fan, you might recall that an Oryx named Ori, very original, was the mascot for the 2006 Asian Games in Doha. 9. Robots are used for camel racing in Qatar. Yes, you read that correctly. If you don't already know, camel racing is hugely popular in Qatar, with races taking place at Al Shania Camel Racing Track between October and February. Initially, children would be used as jockeys for the camels, but robots have been used instead since 2004 for health and safety reasons. The robots are controlled remotely by the camel herders who often drive alongside the track. (10) Last but not least, Qatar is one of the wealthiest countries in the world. Looking around at the glitzy skyscrapers and unbelievably ambitious projects like the Pearl Qatar and Lusail, it should come as no surprise to you that Qatar is one of the wealthiest countries in the world. According to the International Monetary Fund's 2020 estimates, Qatar's gross domestic product, GDP, per capita is a whopping $138,910, putting it well ahead of Luxembourg's $112,045 in second place. Also, unsurprisingly, much of this wealth comes from petroleum and natural gas, which account for more than 60% of GDP.